being in the financial industry, we have a huge amount of paperwork, a huge amount of regulatory requirements to keep it.
6.5 years ago, I went to work at Tocqueville, and to get my foot in the door, they had me scanning documents.
So we were looking for a solution for that initially, and we found Laserfiche. We installed that. We started archiving digitally a lot of our paper, but that's all we were doing, using it for originally.
To give you an idea of the volume of paperwork, every month we get in paper, we get a compliance statement for each employee, and they have to be scanned into the employee file, and it takes between 2 and 3 days to do it per month.
And it wasn't until coming to a conference like this and discovering more features that we discovered workflows and forms and things of that nature. So as things evolved and we started implementing more workflows, what we discovered is that we could eliminate a lot of manual processes. All the places that the paper would travel to from person to person to person, we were able to digitize, to automate, to have things run a lot more smoothly, a lot more efficiently within the office.
Using Laserfiche Quick Flow and Workflow, we now can just automatically put them in the scanner and they go to the folder they belong in. So the process now takes less than 2 hours. So on the front end, it's amazing how much we can get done in such a short amount of time. So that we had a 2-year backlog and it was done in about 6 weeks.
The biggest challenge was more getting people to adapt. Everyone was always used to getting a paper in hand, reading it, mocking it up, doing whatever they needed to do with it, and passing it along to the next step. And the concept of taking that paper, not just scanning it, but going one step further and initiating the entire process in a digital format and letting that digital format go through all those paces was just new to a lot of people, and just getting their heads around it took a little bit of work. What's next for us is really expanding it, going into every department, looking at what they're doing and how we can make their lives easier by creating a workflow or a form around their daily activity.
We will sit down and decide, okay, what processes do we think need to be done? And then we start to prioritize them. And some of us work on the front end, and then we bring in the back end people because they say what we can and can't do. And so it's so exciting to leave, when we leave here, to see what we're going to do next, because anything's possible.